Joining me now is Ohio Congressman Bill Johnson. He's a member of the Energy and Commerce Committee. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. And this tax foundation data is really disturbing. You have the idea that these 13 states, I mean, if it's in Hawaii, it could be $1,100 that they'll be paying an extra. Pennsylvania, maybe it's $300. Now you've got state AGs, several, that are threatening to sue the administration over the student loan bailout. Your reaction?
Well, we already know that there's very likely that this is an illegal action by the president, but it is so deeply cynical that he would do something like this, one, without the consulting with Congress, without getting congressional approval. And also, you know, this is being done like 90 days out from an election. This is essentially using taxpayer dollars to try and buy votes. By making blue-collar Americans pay for Harvard School education. This is so totally wrong for the American people.
Well, we'll see. Again, these state AGs several are looking to take action. We'll see if they do. Look, you're on Commerce, but you're also on Energy Committee. I got to ask you about this. We're seeing a real change in the energy market. You've got diesel fuel, heating oil supplies dangerously low in the Northeast. We're in summer now, but we're going into winter. The Department of Energy finding inventories are 63% below the 5-year average. Just in New England, 58% below that same average from Maryland to New York. I want to get your reaction to that. Plus, we're also saying that over 20 million households are behind on utility bills.
Well, you know, this is a self-inflicted wound as well. With energy costs going up, with shortages of diesel and heating oil in the Northeast. Remember, these are areas that do not allow pipelines. They don't want to heat their homes and cool their homes and cook their food with natural gas. So they're dependent upon these heating oil and diesel fuels for survival. And if we have a very cold winter, this is going to be bad for a lot of people in the Northeast. We've seen this already happen in Europe. You would think that the Biden administration would learn that lesson by seeing what's happened there, but it doesn't seem to be resonating with them.
Congressman Joe Concha, in California and Washington state, they're now going to be moving eventually, and we're talking not in the too distant future, in the 2030s, where you could only buy an electric car. From an energy perspective, how could that possibly work when we clearly don't have enough charging stations? At last check, California, particularly Los Angeles, San Francisco, has tons of traffic. I just don't see how this can work. Is this more symbolism than anything else?
It has to be more symbolism, because essentially what they're doing by taking this position, they are making us more dependent on some of the most evil people in the world. Because where do the materials come from to make the batteries for these electric vehicles? A lot of it comes from China. The minerals, the critical earth, rare earth minerals that we use to make battery technology, we're not mining it in America for some of the same reasons that they've shut down fossil fuel development. So this is it just simply is not going to work. Our energy grid is not set up for it, and our supply chains aren't set up for it. This is a ruse. It's not going to work.
Congressman, before I let you go, I do want to ask you about this primetime speech on Thursday from President Biden. He's going to be in Philadelphia. Supposedly this is going to be the soul of the nation is the headline of what the speech is supposed to be. He called MAGA Republicans, quote, semi-fascists. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre doubling down on the attack. I want you to listen to this.
The president has been really clear that congressional Republicans, that extreme MAGA agenda that you heard him talk about last week, is a threat to the rule of law.
Congressman, we're already seeing attacks on Republican offices, campaign headquarters in this country because of this.
Yeah, can you imagine a nation where a phrase, "Make America Great Again," is a bad phrase? I think it's, again, deeply cynical, and excuse me if I'm not excited about a president lecturing us on democracy when he does things like bail out student loans without congressional approval, making taxpayers pay the bill for Harvard law graduates, and then the DOJ politicizing the DOJ to raid a former president's home and not tell the American people why it was done. So I think this is deeply cynical on the part of the administration to do this right now.
Yeah, well, and again, the timing of all of this, midterms, you know, we're about, what, 70 days away? And here he comes talking about this. Yeah, go ahead.
It's totally political.
Yeah. Congressman Bill Johnson, it's great to see you, Congressman. Thank you.
Good to see you. Thanks.